choosier than males.
Like every other topic in our Bio 322 class, sexual selection is a form of natural selection. Individuals who do not have the opportunity to reproduce have a fitness value of 0. Darwin defined sexual selection as a process that depends on the advantage which certain individuals have over other individuals of the same sex and species in exclusive relation to reproduction. Many years later, an English biologist named A.J. Bateman observed that in male fruit flies, as the number of mates increased, so did their reproductive success value, also known as their fitness. Whereas in female fruit flies, their reproductive success value didn't increase, indicating that a female's potential reproductive success is limited to the number of eggs that can be fertilized, not its number of mates. This leads to two types of sexual selection. The first being intrasexual selection, where members of one sex, mostly males, compete with each other for mating access to the other sex. And the second being intersexual selection, which is sexual selection in which individuals of one sex select among individuals of the other sex as mates.
Based on what we know from intersexual selection, we can answer why females are choosier than males. This is the cost of being a female. Evolutionary biologists have come up with two theories explaining why females are choosier than males. One theory is that eggs are larger and have higher replacement value than sperm. Another theory is that females are the only sex to dedicate energy to an unborn offspring. This tells us that females will tend to be more discriminating about who has access to their gametes because females stand to lose more than males by making bad choices of mates. Females have internal gestation and devote resources to a developing embryo, and they can't become pregnant again until after they give birth. Here we have a diagram that shows the difference between a male sperm versus a female egg. You can see that there are 4 sperms produced as opposed to 1 ovum. This tells us that the ovum would be more valuable than a sperm because 1 is produced as opposed to 4.
So the 4 main evolutionary models of female mate choice are direct benefits, good genes, runaway selection, and sensory bias. Starting with direct benefits, this form of selection favors females who have a genetic predisposition to choose mates that provide them with some sort of resource, for example, food or protection from predators. When females do not receive a direct benefit through the selection in a mate, they tend to favor mates that possess good genes that are often displayed through honest indicators, such as bright feathers or scale colors. Next is the runaway selection model, which is often known as the sexy son hypothesis, where there is a genetic correlation between a mate trait and a female preference for that trait, which is most commonly observed in peacocks. And lastly, sensory bias, where females prefer a trait in males due to females' nervous system, which already responds to the trait outside the context of a mate's choice. In conclusion, when females choose their mates, appearance and ability matters.
Honey.